Hello everyone, I'm Jefepido, here for part 3 of Earth's Champions. I ended up taking this set weather upgrade. We'll see if I can find a spare turn to actually activate it, but it certainly would be satisfying to just have the Vex start taking constant damage. I guess if I get one more core, maybe I should consider shifting the +1 strike to +1 damage since, well, I know how multipliers work. Gonna have to remind myself I still have access to Crunch when Earthquake is an option. Honestly, the +1 area was tempting, but you know, set weather thing. Couldn't. So, let's see. Aside from the ant hill, this doesn't look too bad, honestly. And this, well, it's got blobberlings and moths and the cacti. Oof, I should probably just do this. Fewer flyers. The ant hill's gonna fuck my shit up, but what can you do? Okay, well, that looks easy enough, honestly. Or I could do... Ooh, the storm towers! These are fun. Alright, I just need to defend them, not necessarily use them, although using them is cool. Alright, here we go. Oh, right, 2 damage, straight up. Great. Easy enough. Oh, yeah. Company property? I don't know how she figures. I... Okay, that's, I might want to be flipping. Actually, let's see. How do I want to use the storm tower before I do something about this guy? I may not be in position to hit this one. So I guess I could have the storm tower hit this and then land the earth blade thing on it, but at which point I could earthquake these two. That actually works pretty well, doesn't it? Or can I afford to have... Well, this guy doesn't matter, so I guess if I could get set weather cooking, I could, well, I can solve that guy that way. And earthquake these two, well, it'll only hurt this guy, but still. And then I have a chance to get set weather active, and that's... I want to see what it's like at least once. Now we'll see how it works practically. Okay, so it is blocked by armor, I suppose. Oh wow, it's going to be pretty effective on the ants once I damage the ant hill, so it does 1 HP ants. Anyway. Alright, so let's see, we got this one I barely care about. Okay, so if I earthquake these two, it'll be funny as hell. Allowing the isopod to Probably makes sense to drop a... incoherent because that's what I'm doing. I suppose it would make sense for the storm tower to hit the guy. Can't go one damage, but anyway. Or, yeah, that. And let's see. Yeah, that's not quite enough damage to finish him off, although it barely matters, I suppose. I mean, I could just... Oh, right, now that I don't need that. I can do that, and then, alright, good enough. Oh, shit, I forgot the anthill would go back underground the moment it takes a single damage. Like a coward. And if that little guy is going to take 1 damage at the start of the enemy turn, then he effectively matters not at all. Or I could just, stone hit these clowns. This guy actually doesn't really matter. Shit. Okay, awkward. I keep forgetting a lot of mission thingies count as units and not, buildings per se. Alright. Oh, right. I almost forgot he was in there. Okay, well, these two should be... And... Ah, hell, this guy. He doesn't fly anymore. He flew before, didn't he? That sucks. Somehow managed, I think. Let's see. What's the best way to do this? And it does damage the tile the anthill's on. Good to know. Especially on RST. Okay, shame about the grid defense. And my entire team being cyborgs, but Let's see, do I want the area? I mean... Yeah, the area... Objectively, the area upgrade is just too good to pass up here. Okay, I'm gonna need to be careful with it since the train is, in fact, a unit. I'm pretty sure. But, I think we will manage. By one way or another. Oh boy. Just had to inconvenience my earthquaking. One problem, two problems. Three problems. Alright, so that's quite a few problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm going to assume that, yeah, the train doesn't like that, and the time pod won't either. Very troublesome. Okay, this guy can go to hell. Now, I should still be able to, like, flip these... No, wait, I can't... Let me triple check, because my brain's mush today. Yeah, it doesn't flip flyers, so that's a problem. Now, this actually looks pretty tricky. I'm not entirely confident of success here. But giving up is for idiots. Now, let's see. What have I had? Alright, so... Yeah, these guys have slightly too much health to just be instantly killed by the stone thing, which sucks. Yeah, this is a very unfortunate situation. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? That... No. It is amusing to think I could... This would... Yeah, I don't know, like... Dropping to 1 health just for this hit is a pretty funny idea, if I can get everyone else out of the way. But that still doesn't solve everything. I guess someone could... I guess getting in the gastropod's way is an option. Can take a hit for him. And even for herself, since she has just enough health to survive that. But that would still leave 1 health on these two. And this guy. And I don't think I have a good way to stop what remains. Can anyone get another Vex way? Not really. Nope, can't do whatever. Now, doing this, well, doesn't actually help, since this guy's in the way. Shame I don't have Glaceon or something, isn't it? Okay, I guess... Presuming I got everyone else out of the way, an earthquake could damage these 3, letting me stone hit these sled. No, not good enough. Never enough. What can I... I mean, that would actually solve 2 problems right there, I guess. Beat the Hornet to death, get the anthill out of the way, and stop the gastropod. But then what? I mean, certainly I could earthquake, get over here, do the earthquake thing, and drop the stones, but that still leaves this one taking the hit. That might be my least bad option. I suppose if I flip this isopod, it doesn't need to die, but I don't have a good way to take out these two. Unless I earthquake centered, like, here. Hold on. Is that... What happens if I do that? I mean, after getting everyone else out of the way. I mean, that would certainly stop the ant and weaken the other guy, but then the isopod is still attacking. And I haven't done shit up here. Although, okay, I guess we have established that this guy can stop these two. So the other two could... Stop what? Everything with the isopod? That's not at all satisfying. No, because I guess the stones could... No, the stones wouldn't stop this one. I'm not sure if I'm making sense even to myself, let alone anyone else, but... I guess I have to mitigate the damage as best I can. And I believe this is going to be this guy's best option, at the very least. Since smoke is stopping him from doing much over there. That's one, yeah. Alright. Now. Okay, maybe don't be there when I do it, but... Yeah, that would still leave the isopod to do damage. To fuck me up. Can I do better? I mean... That works, and the stones could pick up those two both, but that's still... Actually, no, the sand won't get them all either. Yeah, I basically have to accept one of these buildings getting hit. I guess. I don't see a better move. Although it'd be funny to drag this guy in the water and then just yeah. At minimum, I do need to be done with this sled, so... I'll probably center Earthquake here and drop rocks on these two. And let the ant have his fun, I guess. Actually, wait, if I could spawn block from here, that... Yeah, then I can, you know, well, spawn block with her, or... do this. Yeah, and then the isopod does whatever, but fucking isopods, right? At least the train gets through. Come on, grid defense. 17% is practically 100. Eh. I'm gonna kill the shit out of that isopod. Oh, right, ant hill. Alright, any chance I can get the weather thing going, or... well, whatever. At least it won't matter if I can't. No one wants to line up today, though. Oh wait, is the gastropod before the ant? So I could drag the gastropod back here. It should shoot over this guy. And then I can just stone blade that. Or... Actually, if I Zen Headbutt, then this guy should jump himself into the water, and I should be free to do the weather thing, I think. That leaves the anthill alive, but that almost doesn't matter. Is him dying on that... okay, no, the damage takes place here, so he should be fine vis-a-vis the time pod, right? Good. Better be. I will be very mad at video games if that doesn't work out the way I hoped. Alright, weather time. Oh, the ant should, I guess, die anyway. Okay. Okay, so... let me see here. Ah, hell. That's annoying. Doesn't matter, but it's annoying. Anyway, that took longer than I was hoping for. Sorry about that. And, so, we may need to talk about those emergency batteries sooner than expected. Anyway, I think the +1 damage, yeah, because multiplier, blah, blah, blah. Alright. Well, can't really go wrong over here, can I? Of course, it's a unit, so the earthquake will affect it, but somehow I suspect I'll manage. Alright, so this one, okay, this guy needs to go. I could probably just drag him into the ant, but... now, let's see. But yeah, that'll definitely... So I would need to get everyone else out of the way, but this would certainly, deal with most of the Vec. It might be tricky in this case just because of... Okay, I'm better off dropping stones on these. But first I'll do the important part and be done with that one. Then, yeah, okay, stone for these two, probably. And then I can beat the shit out of that one. Why not? Spawn blocking feels almost superfluous on the terraformer mission, but you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? Just, Honestly, I'm surprised there haven't been more Alpha Vac. I mean, a fair number, but not, like, as many as I expected. I suppose I don't need to be so cautious about staying out of the terraformer area when I'm not, like... Oh, what was I going to say? When I'm not, you know, dealing with webbers, but... Alright, is that everything? I think it is. Alright, do you think I can take the mountains? Does the earthquake work on mountains? Guess I won't find out that way. Okay, earthquake does not affect mountains. That's, I only need to destroy 2, though, so it's oh, Stone Edge will do it. Yeah, that'll be fine, probably. Or I'll fail miserably and look like a fool. I look forward to it. And all the dangerous stuff is ground pounders. Well, barring, like, the Scion. I don't know if that counts as dangerous. Not, like, directly, I guess. Alright, so I could just go where the hell ever. Do what? This? You think that's enough threats neutralized? I feel pretty good about it, honestly. Beat this one to death, and then, oh right, I don't want to spawn black. Probably should have set weather, but I think it'll be okay at this rate. Do the ants count as enemies? I'm guessing not, but, Oh hey, that's even more convenient. Wasn't really thinking about that part. Oh. Huh. I could have sworn the set weather didn't damage armored Vec the first time I tried it. Did I misread something's HP? I suppose it doesn't matter. I should have plenty of leeway to get these clowns now. Can't quite get this one, but I think it'll be okay. I could just drag him into the water. I mean, totally free to do that, but... Or drag him down here to kill this guy. That would be the style point answer. There. Now, since I used the thing, the ant should be... Wish there was an indicator somewhere, but it doesn't really matter. This will only be 1 damage even if he lives. I think I can take him, guys. Yeah, okay. Alright, Dragonfly Leader, fine. I'm sure I'll be alright. This time. How does this guy work? Right, the T-shape. Also lots of smoke. Okay, he has to move. He has to move. I think they put them just far enough apart that I can't flip. I can't earthquake more than one. Now, earthquaking this one might still be worth it under the... So if I move the Dragonfly Leader up, then I think it'll hit here, killing the Scion, which would at very least be humorous. Which is what really matters in life. Now, problem is, of course, solving all 3 problems. Aside from, I don't know, taking a hit. How do I... Yeah, I can't quite get where I want to be here. Now, how much damage do I do? Oh, yeah, I could just beat that guy to death straight up. Of course, I still then am running low on people who can move the Dragonfly Leader, but... If he was gone, then 1, 2, 3... 4... Well, I could pull him back, but not. No, because he'd still be hitting a smoke tile. That's not an improvement. Now, I guess dragging this guy won't help. Although... I guess I could... can't quite reach Dragonfly Leader, or I just beat him. I suppose Guyville could drag this guy down 1, accomplishing very little but taking the hit and allowing him to punch the shit out of the Dragonfly Leader towards the Scion. She can not actually stop this guy. Okay. Unhelpful. Let's try again. So, doing this does not solve any problems. Well, no, because neither of them's on sand just yet. Now, again, he could beat up the gastropod, and I may need to, but... then I would have... Then I guess dragging the dragonfly down one would get him out of the way, but it wouldn't solve anything. Problem is then I don't have a way to stop the isopod. I guess I could just have her get in the gastropod. No. Again, doesn't solve anything. Oh, right, I keep forgetting Zen Headbutt. He can just do this if he's gotta. So that's that. And Guyvel can, pull... I suppose. Or just flip this one, I suppose. Because Earth... Actually, let me think. If the gastropod were one closer, it could be flipped, but that's not much good. Since the only way I could push him would be yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking I'll have him Zen Headbutt, which will push the dragonfly and get the Scion. Guyvel flips this clown, and she gets in the way and of the gastropod, and I guess probably damages the dragonfly leader first. Wow, I already hate this, but it's... Okay, wait, can do that one first. There's just too many spawn tiles already, but I don't have room to get stuff done. Oh shit, I can't... No wait, I need... I guess I could just have him Zen Headbutt and... But then that Scion's still there, and that's just more shit in my way. I really wanted to at least do some damage to this guy. I guess she can damage the gastropod, but that's kind of weak, isn't it? Or she could just set weather, as long as she's in the way. And... Alright, this is awkward and will leave way too many Vec on the ground next turn. Oh, hey, Okay, so I didn't think about how much sand there was already on the board or how that would be affected by the set weather thing. That's a problem. On the other hand, these are mostly, you know, ground pounders. So that's a solution. Guyvel's gonna need to repair next turn. That or just... Wait, no, he had thick skin all along. Didn't even realize. Awesome. This is highly comical. And makes me happy. Perhaps that will teach that Vec a lesson. Yeah, whatever. Well, after that first turn, that turned out pretty satisfying. Anyway. Yay, yay. Well. Ooh, fancy. Excuse me. Anyway, thank you for watching, and join me next time for part 4.